What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king. Welcome you back to more Let's Play Pokemon White. In the last episode, after confronting N, we pursued Team Plasma to the Relic Castle, where we went in search of the Darkstone, but we were unable to find it. However, Professor Juniper frantically called us at the end of the last episode of the Cross Transceiver, telling us to come to Nacrene City immediately, and we are now here, heading off towards the museum, where everybody is waiting. Alder told me what's going on. Levi, you got caught up in something serious, it seems. Is this it? Whoa, isn't that the stone found in the desert resort? Yes, that's right, but is this really a dragon-type Pokemon? Surely, when I investigated Dragon Spiral Tower, I found elements that were dated to the same era as this Darkstone. I looked into that. Impressive as always. But you know, we're lucky. Oh no, sorry, that's Bianca. But you know, we're lucky, because what if Team Plasma, noticed that old stone that time? That's a good point. It's clear to me that they were trying to steal the Dragon Skull so they could revive the legendary Dragon-type Pokemon. If you would, Levi, take this. Wait a moment, Levi. If you take this Darkstone, that means you'll be the one to battle N if anything happens to me. Are you really okay with that? I mean, I've beaten him plenty of times before. I don't imagine it's going to be too hard to do it one more time. I understand. You are determined to take on this duty. Then here it is. Prepare yourself. Be strong. I see. If things don't go as planned, you'll use this Darkstone. You'll protect the ideal future for us and Pokemon. Levi, we're counting on you. Please take care of yourself. And there it is, that seemingly ordinary stone that Lenora's husband was like, oh, it just looks cool. That it was, in fact, the Darkstone. It really was important after all. And there we go. So how do we wake the Dragon-type Pokemon from the stone? Huh? Wait a minute, we didn't really think this through all the way. That's it, we've got them, don't we? Aha, we've got those too. Levi, go to Opelucid City. The gym leader of that city uses Dragon-type Pokemon. The gym leader could know something. I'll go ahead and wait for you there. Until then! Alright, well, it sounds like that's going to be our next stop. And like I said in the last episode, we are going to be moving on from Icirrus City to do just that. That's right, Opelucid City's Iris might know something. Wait a minute, we met Iris before. Hey, Levi, never forget that you always have Pokemon right by your side. I'm going to head back to the lab and do some research. I'll see if I can uncover what kinds of beings these legendary Dragon-type Pokemon are, and if there is any way to awaken them. Don't worry, if we have something for you, we'll come running to find you. Ooh, sounds real serious. That's about all I got out of it. Levi, do you know Opelucid City? When you leave from Icirrus City and, cross the Tube Line Bridge, it's on the other side. I'm not that great with directions, so if you need more, check your town map, okay? Alright, we will be doing just that, so let's head back on over to Icirrus City. I am going to grab my Sigilyph again before I go any further, and then we are going to proceed on into the next area. So I will see you all in just a moment. Alright, let's begin. We're going to want to head down the stairs here and over this direction, kind of past all these houses. I'm just trying not to step in the water here because I don't want to get into any random encounters. And if we take this path, we will be then greeted with the beginning of Route 8. Welcome one, welcome all. Although I probably shouldn't be putting on the dowsing machine too quickly here because I am going to need a max repel once I get into this area. Now, there are no new Pokemon here worth speaking about that I haven't already discussed in Icirrus City proper. So like Stunfisk and Shelmet, and you can start catching those in this area as well if you would rather not fart around in Icirrus City itself. But there are lots of items to be grabbed, and there is also a secondary area regarding Icirrus City that we're going to be running into here relatively soon. But I have switched Pokemon around a little bit. I've now got Naz out in front, which is... Or no, sorry. Oh, I thought I switched. Never mind. I actually failed to do that. Well, let me take this thing out. I thought I moved Naz to the front, but I guess it's a good thing that I didn't. Granted, Bathory isn't much better, but it is just a Cubchoo, so I guess this will push Bathory over the threshold. I know I took the the lucky egg off of her, though. Let me actually do some switching now. So we got Palpitoad next. Let me actually just go with Arthur for this one because it's a lot easier. But yeah, Naz has the lucky egg at the moment. So he'll be getting a lot more experience in that regard, which is good. We're going to try to make our entire team more on the same page with one another as we take everything out. It is looking like as we progress at the rate we're going, there is going to come a point where I am going to need to stop and do a little bit of power leveling, but not a lot, thankfully. There's a reason for that, and don't worry, it's not going to be until after the final gym. But I just need to do a little bit to get everybody sort of on the same page and close to level 50 for reasons that will make sense a little bit later, because as much as I love Generation 5, and I really do, this game has a severe difficulty spike at a couple of points that are coming up, and it's not where you think it is. I want to just say that right now. Season Change, Mother Nature gives us this. We get ourselves a Pecha Berry. Thank you very much. It's not where you think. It has nothing to do with the Elite Four and the Champion and any of that stuff. By the way, that's a Poison Barb. Poison Barb, is that the Poison type raising move, or is it actually something else? I think this might be something else. No, it is. Yeah, it raises the Poison type moves. Okay, that's what I thought. I think, though, if you have, like, Fling and you use a Poison Barb, it'll always cause poison on the Pokemon that's hit by it. Now, that is an interesting move right there. TM36 Sludge Bomb. Very powerful Poison-type attack. It is a special attack that often inflicts poison. It has a base power of 90, so it's kind of like Dragon Pulse for Poison-type moves. Unfortunately, that's not the right one. Unfortunately, none of my current Pokemon can learn it. So we're not going to be teaching it to anybody, but if you do have a Pokemon that is capable, highly recommend. Anyway, yeah, like I said, this game kind of does suffer a big difficulty spike at one point, which is a bit brutal to deal with. So I am going to need to just kind of power level just enough to sort of get everybody on the same page after we finish the final gym, battle a few Audino, maybe just grab a level or two on everybody. I say power leveling. I guess that's not totally power leveling, but it is a nice little boost that is going to be necessary for the areas to come because, yeah, there's a difficulty spike coming. There's a couple difficulty spikes coming. And that second difficulty spike I'm also going to definitely need to power level for. But that will not be until a little bit later. And again, I forgot to switch Bathory off. Gosh dang it. Why am I not doing that? I am not thinking straight because there are so many freaking things that we are coming across as we proceed here. Not like I'm in a rush or anything. I think we're pretty much okay, but... And that was definitely overkill. But whatever. How dare you throw a Ducklet against me? Make it a Swanna or something. Don't waste my time. Alright, let me put Naz out in front where he belongs now, because I keep neglecting to do that. There we go. That's a lot better. We can grab ourselves an item as we proceed. A couple of items, actually. Got ourselves a full heal. Definitely take a freebie of those. Why the heck not? And then the other item is right over by this Pokemon Ranger. Come on, turn around. There we go. Full Restore. That's an awesome healing item right there. I think that's our first full Restore in the game. So full health, or maximum health, as well as also the effects of the full heal combined into one item. Always very good. Last healing item you'll ever get. Best healing item possible. It's all nice. But let's begin. Naz, this is all you. Hopefully this is enough experience to just level you up. But hold on a second. That Sing is a little bit scary. Hopefully it doesn't land on the second turn. It did, of course. Which means, and because Chinchino is faster too, that's a bit of an issue. This thing is also definitely going to be packing multi-hit moves like Tail Slap. It could also have Rock Blast, which would be very concerning. I know I still have... Do I still have Awakenings? Oh, I'm out. So all I got is Chesto Berries, actually. Screw it. Let's just use it. I'll use full heals after the fact, I suppose. Tail Slap. Missed. It's probably going to try to use Sing again. And no, it used Tickle. Interesting. Not what I was expecting there. Attack fell and defense fell, but that is okay because we still should take this out on the next Psybeam, and there we go. Down with Chinchino. Nice bit of experience, enough to put Naz at level 42. And there we go. Pokemon Ranger Annie has been beaten. So give me my item, and then we're going to be heading in through the clearing in the trees up here. And I'm going to be showing you guys a brand new area known as the Moor of Icirrus. Now, this is not an area that proceeds on to the next town. This is a side area that you can go into if you want to catch additional Pokemon, battle additional trainers, and grab items and the like. Lots of trainers in here, lots of items to grab, and there's kind of... Oh, man, I shouldn't have jumped that ledge yet. There's like 4 different sections to this place, and it'll all make sense in due time as we kind of go through it. There's also lots of Pokemon we can encounter in here. We're going to be pretty much spending the rest of this episode in here and possibly part of the next episode as well. So back to another Max Repel. I mean, I'm glad these are lasting so long, but my goodness. Okay, hold on. This item is right there. Thank you, Nugget. I will definitely take that. I actually think I still have one in my pockets. I haven't been selling my items, which is something I definitely need to get to doing. So let's battle this guy first with Naz. Hopefully he isn't packing any bug types. Probably just going to throw Basculins at me. Yep, I had a feeling. Most of the fishermen in this game do. I'm really glad that Basculin is the Magikarp alternative this time because it's not nearly as useless and it nets you so much more experience. So I'm definitely happy with that. Now just do a bunch of indirect hits here. Take you out in one shot. My team is pretty well-rounded for the things to come. I'm pretty happy with what I've got so far. Hold on. I need to check one thing. Yeah, I'll go with Crush. I know it's a little risky because Stunfisk is an electric type. And that super effective damage and possible paralysis could be a little bit of an issue. But if I use Surf here, I should be mostly okay to take this thing out. I don't know if it's going to one-shot it, but it's going to do a fair bit of damage. Mud Bomb, it missed, so that's even better for me. And also Stunfisk is even slower than my Crush, which is also really, really nice. So down you go. I will take it. Not bad. Everybody is at least level 42 now, and we've defeated Fisherman Damon. All right, let's continue. So let me loop back around. Actually, I'm going to check over this way really quickly. Okay, there is a trainer over here. I'm glad I did. And I think there also might be another item I can grab further up this way as well. So, what do you have for me, lady? I'd like it if you guys would like throw grass types at me or something, or that's not what I want. A frickin' Amalga. I'm going to have to switch on over to Crush for these things. Ugh. That is probably the most glaring weakness of my team, is I don't really have access to any ice type anything. Really, water types are like the best substitute for that, but I kind of don't have that, unfortunately. Okay, I know that is just a light screen, so I'm just going to use a standard flash cannon here, just to prevent from having to use another Psybeam again. It's not going to do a ton of damage, but it'll be enough at least to knock Amalga out. Even with that light screen in play, we got Alomomola next. Okay, I'm going to switch to Arthur for this one, just to bypass that light screen, because otherwise it's going to take multiple hits to bring this thing down. It still might, due to its defenses, but we'll see here. So come on, Arthur, take this thing out while I take a sip. There we go. Not bad. Ooh, critical hit too. That definitely helps. So, not bad on the experience. Definitely wish you could have had the lucky egg on you, but whatever. And then last but not least, we got Maractus. Okay, back to Naz for that one. Even though I know the light screen is still in play, Air Slash is more than going to cut it here. I don't know if it's going to necessarily one-shot it, but it's enough. If at the very least maybe we can cause flinch or something, that would be cool. Acupressure. Ooh. So Acupressure is a very interesting move in that it sharply raises a random stat. So you're kind of banking on it. I mean, any random raise can be good unless it's like the offensive stat you don't benefit from. That's pretty much the only one you don't want, but almost all the other options can be good. So using Acupressure a few times can be really interesting to make your Pokemon extremely strong for the coming battles. So that is something to keep in mind. Okay, there is another item over here. No, it is just that one by the ledge, so I'm going to have to go all the way back around. Let's go grab that again. I know there's an item down there, but it's in an area I can't reach. Okay, very gently turn. There we go. Big mushroom. I also do believe that my first instance of a balm mushroom can be gotten in this area as well. So let's just keep fighting our way through all these trainers. We've got about, a couple minutes left in this episode. Yeah, so I think we're going to be calling it here relatively soon. Vanillish. I think we can go for like 5 more minutes. That probably be acceptable at this rate that we're going. Use a Psybeam here. See if we can not probably take you out. Ooh, yes, please. Waste your time using Acid Armor against my special attacker. I really appreciate that, Vanillish. You have no idea how much I'm absolutely... Why am I not using Flash Cannon? I literally have Flash Cannon for this exact reason. Why am I not using Flash Cannon? I feel so stupid. Anyway, Fracture. Okay, well, in this case, I will continue to use Psybeam. But gosh dang it, I have Flash Cannon for that exact reason, to deal with the Ice types. And the Rock types. I feel so stupid for that. I don't know why I wasn't using that. That made way too much sense, apparently. Literally, as I selected it the final time, I'm like, what are you doing? But now I'm going to use Flash Cannon in an instance where it's not necessary, but whatever. Dumb. Just dumb. Especially as we're getting into a point where we're not going to be running into a whole lot of Ice types anymore, so it's like, it doesn't even come in handy as much. But whatever. Prepared, you don't have to worry. There we go, another Citrus Berry. I will definitely take these. These can actually be pretty nice in a pinch. Although Citrus Berries definitely aren't as good as they become in later games when they changed it from restoring 30 HP to restoring I believe it's a fourth of the Pokemon's total HP, which is a lot stronger at higher levels. It keeps citrus berries relevant until much later on. Got ourselves a max potion. And then we got another item we can grab over. I was really hoping I could make it out of that without running into a battle here. Hello, Palpitoad. Let me just get on out of this and pop another Max Repel. All right, now we may proceed. Okay, so our next item is right here in the corner. Got another revive. Definitely willing to take that. And let me... Okay, there's no item here, right? Okay, I just want to make sure. Sometimes they are obscured by the trees and whatnot, so... There is something down here. Okay, I need to get to that. Oh, but I don't have strength on me. Shoot. All right, now that that situation is remedied, I decided to put Bathory in the box just because I'm probably just not going to use her again until we get to the next city. So we'll just let her stay on standby and give everybody else the focus. So I've got my Watchog with me. I've also got water I need to actually surf across to get here, but at least I have Crush for that, so that's okay. And now, as we head on in here, we got a couple of items to grab. So let's grab this one first. If I can just solely turn around, thank you. Give me that max ether. We also got this Carbos. And then I guess we can just take down this trainer and call this an episode because this is actually the last thing that there is left to do here in the Moor of Icirrus. Why not? Let's just get it all out of the way and done, and then we can head back to Route 8 in the next episode and continue from there. So yeah, I feel like that... We were able to actually accomplish quite a bit today, so I will definitely take that. I do not want to be using Flash Cannon in this situation. Let's just continue to stick with Psybeam here, even though it's probably not going to one-shot the thing. Oh, no, it did. Well, it did with the critical, at least. Indicative of the actual damage it was going to do, but whatever. I guess we'll find out on this turn to see if this is enough. So another one there. And then I also think there might be an item directly to the west side of the water body that I didn't go across to. So I'm going to also check that really quickly before I end this episode. There we go. A little air slash. Beautiful. And almost level 44 for Naz. Not bad. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for this episode of Let's Play Pokemon White. I hope you all enjoyed this episode very, very much. I actually don't think I needed to surf here. I think I could have just walked over to it, but whatever. In the next episode, we're going to be continuing through Route 8, trying to make our way to the two-blind bridge that Bianca mentioned before, and hopefully making our way to Opelucid City, which is the next major location in the game. But with all that said, guys, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this episode very, very much, and I will see you all in the next one.